Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly. And you're just not going to believe this, okay? So times are tough. Things are getting bad for everybody around the world, okay? But, I mean, you just won't believe this one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and today we have a sponsor, Native Path, and I will talk about them later. I'm just going to get right into it. A woman, her name is Erica. Erica's kind of an action broad, and I'm bringing it back. So I'm bringing back the word broad. It's going to be fitting for a couple of these stories. This broad went to the bank to take out a loan, okay? And, it's not abnormal at all. Times are tough. She's hurting right now, and she brought her uncle in, and he's in a wheelchair. She wheeled him in. Only problem was Uncle Paulo died a couple hours before, and she wheeled a dead guy into the bank. Uncle Paulo signed. If you don't sign, Uncle Paulo, my life will be tough. Please help me, Uncle Paulo. Make my pain go away. This happened in Brazil. Okay? Eric de Souza Vieira Nunes. Yes, there's 6 names there. Eric de Souza Vieira Nunes. Okay? And she just wanted a few $1,000, but God, if I get Uncle Paulo in here and have him co-sign, I'll get the loan. Is that insane? Yes. That's what's going on globally. And then you have our next idiot, who might as well be abroad too, but he's an idiot, Yazan Gonzalez. Mr. Gonzalez walked into a bank in Sandusky, Ohio, and let's do this right. He's a newcomer, okay? And he didn't even take the time to assimilate and learn, normal slogans, normal sayings, normal things, okay? So what he did was he walked in the bank and used Google Speech to try to rob the bank, okay? So the cell phone that we gave him, he tried to rob the bank with, okay? He didn't even have the sense to say, give me the money. I mean, learn something, you know what I mean? Watch Goodfellas, okay? I mean, come on, you know what I mean? It's insane. So, needless to say, he didn't get any money. And when the cops showed up, the cops literally said, we thought we were being punked because the guy spoke no English, nothing, not any English, and had his Google Translate. And the teller was like, yeah, it just didn't seem very threatening. So, again, this is our world, guys. The final one was my father died a couple decades ago, but he lived in Palm Desert, California, and he liked to go to certain places and eat all the time, and my brothers and I would take him to different restaurants and things like that. One place that he absolutely loved was a place called Papa Dan's, and what happened was some broad yesterday burnt the place down to the ground, okay? 4 businesses completely destroyed, arson. Again, she's homeless and destroyed a business that had been there for almost 40 years, and absolutely terrible. But again, okay, that's terrible. Now, you'd call somebody abroad, I'm going to get that. That's going to be sent to me, okay? Now, 45 people lost their job. Plus Ira, got to get Ira's last name because I was shocked. Ira Mosley, okay? How sad is that, guys? In this world, to have a successful enterprise, to have something that people wait in line for, to have something that people go to on a regular basis, and some idiot, okay, goes and burns it down to the ground, okay? She's being held in lieu of $100,000 bail, which is not enough as far as I'm concerned. But again, the craziness, the insanity, okay? The lady that walked the person into the bank, that wheeled the person into the bank, the dead guy, there's footage on the security cameras. She's talking to the guy. And people are like, hey, who is this? This is my uncle. Uncle doesn't look so good. You sure he's healthy? No, he's fine. He's fine. He's going to sign for me. He's going to sign for me. I don't know if he's going to be able to sign for you. No, it's okay. I mean, come on, guys. You know how insane this is, okay? This is the world that we live in, okay? And you've got a woman wheeling a dead guy in to get herself an $8,000 loan, okay? Okay? Crazy. Share your thoughts on that stuff so far. Let's talk about our sponsor, Native Path. Blood clots, kidney failure, strokes. These are warning labels that you see on an ibuprofen bottle. This does not help you with your inflammation. You need to get yourself some Native Path. Native Path is naturally caught krill that has the highest level of omega-3s. That is not only will it help you reduce inflammation, it will solve the problem that you have with your joint pain and with inflammatory problems throughout our body. You know, we need to stay away from, Tylenol. We need to stay away from ibuprofen. And the best thing to look at is Native Path. I've talked about these guys in the past. They're a great company. But think about this. You have to go to the natural remedies. And what they've done is they've caught something that will absolutely eliminate this problem for you. Get yourself Native Path today. Go to getnativepath.com/Dan and get yourself some Native Path today. But as we get older, our joint pain, the inflammation that we have in our bodies, we think that this is just part of getting older. There's something you can do about that. Get yourself some Native Path. Go to getnativepath.com/Dan. Use the link below. It's the best way to get it. Check it out today. How low the tide is out there today. God knows what you catch swimming in that. Fungus among us, I am always so grateful when you guys send me information. And, this is happening to all of us around the country. Don lives in Vermont. And, here's a new Vermont tax. It's for childcare. Doesn't that sound great? This is great, okay? Only problem is when you have taxes like this, like the homeless initiative. Think about this. Here in California, they just did an audit. It was very superficial, but there's $23 billion missing right now. $23 billion, billion, okay? Missing from the money that they've spent to help the homeless. Where'd it go? Whose brother, whose contractor brother, got money? Who got, hey, we're running a program to help people assimilate into society, and you're going to pay us $800,000. You know that there's programs like that left and right. But now Vermont's got something, and it's a new child care tax. Now, Don, says, listen, he's left I'll leave the information below for you guys. It adds 0.44% from your payroll tax. That's not much. And if you're self-employed, it's only 0.11% of your taxes. But again, guys, what's the guarantee that this stuff is going to go through? Now, again, we need to take care of our children. Don't get me wrong. I was very lucky because I made money at a certain point in time in my life. My kids got the best daycare program that there was. And I know the importance of this more than ever. Thomas wrote me about the big problem with Kansas wheat, guys. It hasn't rained properly in the middle of the country, and Kansas wheat is really suffering right now. We could have a horrible wheat crop this year. So, which means bread, pasta, things like that will just go through the roof next year. Is that what that means? I don't eat much bread, Dan. It's not good for you. A lot of stuff is made with wheat, guys, that you don't think about. Next thing is someone wrote me a very detailed email about Instacart, okay? And said, don't even use my first name. And it's a generic first name, but he's made such a stink with Instacart that it's pretty interesting. Now, Instacart is a shopping service. And you've probably been at the grocery store and seen these people that have 5 and 6 shopping carts and they're grabbing things out of it, looking at their cell phone and putting them in bags. And what they do is they shop for other people and then go deliver it to these people. Now, back in the day, 5 years ago, before COVID, Instacart was a great service. person would go out and shop for 1 or 2 people and then deliver the food. Now they'll shop for a dozen, okay? But what this person wrote me about was he woke up one day and there was a warning from Instacart like, hey, we just canceled your order. He's like, what do you, okay, well, I didn't order anything. And then when he went to go log into it, there was the potential charge for $600 through Instacart, which was disturbing. Then he stopped it. And then Instacart came out and said, hey, listen, we need to verify your identity and we need you to upload documents now to purchase from Instacart, your driver's license, different forms of ID, your credit card again. He's like, I'm not doing any of that. I'm not doing this for your service. It's just an anonymous shopping service. No, not anymore. Now, one thing that he realized when he started researching this is that Instacart is plagued with lawsuits. First things first, they just recently went public. And what so many people do, and it is alleged that they inflated numbers and inflated potential growth before they went public to inflate the stock price. Oh, okay. Well, there's that. But then they also have all these problems with things like this now, okay? And laying off massive amounts of employees, laying off directors. He went to town on this stuff. But again, because of the detail of what he sent me, I can't use his name, okay? Which is great. I respect that. But please understand this. Instacart, when my girlfriend was alive and when she was sick, this was the greatest thing ever because there are days that she needed things and it would be 11 o'clock at night or 10 o'clock in the morning. You may be at work, you may be here, you may be there, but she could have Instacart. And when her parents were alive and she was trying to take care of them as well, we could send food over there. It was the greatest thing ever. And it was a reliable, great service. But it has fallen off, just like everything else. It really has not been a good service lately, okay? So, to give you the idea of how things have fallen off, my girlfriend died a year and a half ago, okay? And I have her phones, okay? They're still active, okay? And one thing that infuriated me, and I don't comment on things, I don't do things, but hey, your oncology appointment has been rescheduled for X. So finally, I saw a couple of these and I'm like, wait a second, what are you doing? Okay? Yeah, is she gonna make it this time? And you know that they're billing somebody for that, okay? And I said, she died, okay, a year and a half ago, and I tore into this person. I used profanity. It felt so good. But if you're billing these people, if you're billing anybody on her behalf, I'm going to sue you for fun, okay, is what I told them. And again, certain things stopped. But last week, we got one. Hey, it was great. Thanks for stopping by the store. And we want to get your survey on this, this, and this. And I'm like, oh my God, you saw Lisa. That's great. How's she doing? You know what I mean? It gets kind of ridiculous. But this is where you got to get a hold of things, guys, because I am telling you, unscrupulous, the world is full of it right now, guys. It is just ridiculous. A woman wielding a dead guy into a bank right now to get an $8,000 loan. Think of the stuff you could do to earn $8,000 quickly, okay? Get a side hustle, guys. Get a job. Lose one of those last names. You know what I mean? The woman's got 6 names, okay? Come on. It's like so ridiculous, but we don't live in this world. We live in a world where gimme, 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 gimme. And then you got a guy who walks in with a free cell phone and can't even learn how to say a sentence in English, and he wants to rob a bank. I mean, that's not funny, okay? Understand this. It's funny because it's so freaking preposterous, okay? So, probably let him go. You know what I mean? Probably let her go too, now that you think about it. But again, let me know what you think about this stuff, guys. Have you used Instacart? Have you seen the problems with this? I am telling you one thing that this person brought up to me, and Dan, you are so right. We have to do this, and that is nobody wants to look at their billing statements. Everybody's too busy. The game is on. My kid's got a recital. Dancing with the Stars. Come on. You know what I mean, guys? Nobody has time for anything right now to take care of their finances. You've got to take care of yourself. This is going to get really, really bad. It's going to get so bad right now. You're seeing the fact that there's another insurance company, Trans-Pacific, here in California, and Tokio Marine. Tokio, not Tokyo like the country, okay? These are insurance companies that do homeowners insurance. Between the two of them, they do almost $16,000 and 16,000 policies, okay? Tens of millions of dollars of insurance coverage and premiums that they receive every month, every year. But they're canceling, as of July 1st, they're not going to rewrite policies anymore here in California. Okay? Done. Where does it end, guys? Where does it end? But you're sitting there hoping, you people that want to buy a house, interest rates firmly went above 7% again. And then the realtors are like, don't worry, they're going to lower rates and prices are going to skyrocket right now. Who wants you to buy those shoes? The shoe salesman. Remember that. Who wants you to buy the car? The car salesman. Who wants you to buy a house? The realtor. Don't ever forget that. Okay, guys? And their sales pitch is that, wait, you're going to see, Dan, I'm going to shove it down your throat. When the interest rates drop 25 basis points, that's 0.25%, guys. They think that you're going to see the world come down and drop below, and interest rates are going to fall. It's going to be great. The economy is doing so bad they cannot lower interest rates. Now, there are a couple people out there today that were talking about you could potentially see 1, maybe 2 rate cuts, and it would just be for show, for the election, and for whatever. But you think that that's going to make your house all of a sudden spike in value? People can't afford it. People don't have a job. People are worried about how they're going to eat 60 days from now. Mark my words, okay? Everybody I know that has any sense right now about their business, about everything, is like, Dan's right. We need to cut back. How can we cut back? And it's cutting back on employees, cutting back on things that don't work, wasteful spending. Get rid of it right now, okay? Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'd just like to buy, look at this place. It's a little vacant little jaunt, and then that's your backyard. Hello. That'd be nice. It's funny, this island is nice to walk on because there's quieter sides to it. Look at this plumeria. About to start blooming. But again, it's just all firm and nothing's beautiful. Anyways, let me know what you think, guys. Because, again, spring is sprung, guys. It is home buying season. And like Drayton Nay said, wait till July 1st when it's not home buying season and it's summer. It's going to get crazy. You're going to see that hotels have gone through the roof. Every single person that has written me since I did the last video and talked about, hey, cheap hotels are gone. They've gone up 25 to 40%. My son is graduating from college and I get to fly back east. And I'm like, God, what would happen if I was broke during this time? I wouldn't have been able to do this, okay? Because it's outrageous right now to hop on a plane, guys. It's outrageous to do that. It's outrageous to rent a hotel room. Oh, by the way, we got to eat when we get there, okay? So, one thing I always promised him was a Boston Red Sox game, and we may do that, but God knows what that'll cost, okay? So share your thoughts on this. Let me know. And I just think that when you look at everything and how preposterous it is, we haven't seen anything yet. I'm going to finish this video with just these last few stories and kind of rapid fire everything together. First things first, Netflix added 9.3 million subscribers and everything's great. Their stock is shooting up. They're going to start paying dividends again. And tell me one show you guys watch on Netflix. I couldn't tell you one to save my life. How about that? Number 2, Mauricioumansky is a high-end real estate broker in the Beverly Hills area who also is in the Huntington Beach area now too. You see him all over Southern California. But this is a guy that is not your average real estate broker. The higher end brokers like this, John McMonagle, Josh Altman, Josh Flagg, people like that, they deal with a different clientele, guys. These guys deal with people that have, $50 million net worth and buy, a $10 million house and just write a check for it. But he was asked on one of the financial shows, and the stories below, when are real estate prices going to go down? And it was kind of it's kind of funny because it really wasn't a definitive answer. Okay. And again, he doesn't care. He wants to stay relevant, and he's a great real estate broker, but it's not going to go down because as we see that real estate interest rates are firmly above 7% right now, this is going to kill real estate right now. Buying season's going to end July 1st, like it always does. It's going to become summer. And the airlines can sit there and tell us it's going to be the greatest flying season ever if people can afford it. Everything's going to be good. Restaurants are going to be busy if you can afford it. Everything's going to be busy if you can afford it. Okay? California is now the highest paid and highest priced fast food in the country because they raised prices 7% with the $20 debacle before the numbers even came out. So in March, they raised prices over 7%, which made us the most expensive. Wait till the real numbers come out from April. It's only going to be sky high from there. So there's that. The other thing when it comes to real estate is you've got, think about this, commercial real estate. Right now, you're seeing commercial real estate foreclosures up 117% for March. Those numbers were just issued today. So again, sky freaking high, guys. The problem is looming. I love they say problem's looming with commercial real estate. Yeah, it's looming. Now, final thing is so many people have been victims of scams. And in the UK, there's a story below about how people wanted to buy Taylor Swift tickets, and they anticipate that there was $1.2 million worth of scams where people like, hey, I've got tickets, click here and you can get your tickets. Okay? Again, no, don't do that. Don't send people money. There was a guy, a poor guy, who went and bought a master's ticket, okay? And then they said, well, you should get the master's package. What's that? It's a hat, it's a jacket, it's a sweater, it's this, it's that, it's your mom, it's everything included for $670. And he says, okay, I'll get that. So he gets that, and then what did they do the next day? They upped him even more. And they said, you should go out and you should get this package where you get to meet the golfers and get access to, behind the scenes. And the guy ended up spending $6,400, and it was all fake, 100%. So watch what you click on, guys, okay? Please don't forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Onward and upward, guys. Just remember this right now. Times are getting tough, and you haven't seen anything yet, okay? So correct me if I'm wrong. I love all the inside information. It's fantastic. Everybody loves it. But share all this information. The more, the better, okay? Reach out anytime. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for watching this, and I will see you guys very soon. Please like, subscribe, and share this video today. Look, I got a balloon.